much, and thank you for writing all these comments down as well. When you hand them in, and we'll take them, they'll be part of our campaign. None of these comments will be wasted. We'll reflect everything that's been said this evening in our submission to the Council, because everything you've said is important and is right, and it just goes to the heart of why you, the residents of this area and the people who use the hall, think that it's important that this hall stayed open, because it's for you. 8:25. I'm going to just give 5 minutes for anybody who has any questions or anything else that they'd like to ask or say, and then we'll just move on.
Carpet bowling, and we feel that it's a meeting place for us. You know, you'd be isolated if you were at home, so we come here and we have a cup of tea and a wee chat, and feel if we were put into like the school, we'd have to pay more to start with. And maybe they wouldn't be able to take us during the day, and it would be night, and we wouldn't want to go at night. And we feel that it's just a lovely place. We know the children when we come in, and it's a lovely gardens outside for them, and it's for everybody in the community, we feel.
Fantastic. Keeps the pensioners off the streets. We're all safer.
There's a notice outside. I think you should just say the whole thing. And it's done with the youngsters. It says this hall's been open for 128 years. Why is it closing now? There's been different councils of different colours been in, but nobody's ever seen fit to attack this hall. And me and my wife are residents in the stayed with me. And what we discussed was what we did say about what does Gorgie Memorial Hall mean to you? And the first thing we put in was it is actually the soul of the community. You know, it's the whole soul of the whole community. We also mentioned the loss of the green space, the garden areas outside. And also this hall's got a great record of promoting healthy beer and healthy education, and also the hall is open every day nearly the whole year. I don't think you'll get that if you transfer to a school. I just don't think that'll work. There's a mixture of people in our group, local people and actually people that work within the hall. So we've had a sort of mixed group. But that is our main conclusion. This is the heart of what we say, or the soul of the community.
Fantastic.
I'm the pastor of Emmanuel Foundation and Evangelical Ministry, registered with the Scottish Charity, and we use this hall to give hope to the hopeless, and we speak about God enhances godliness. And to me, I don't think it's very wise to close a hall like this, because it's like closing history, it's like closing culture. I never knew anything about Celts. I knew it during the festive period. I saw the slideshows, which was propagated by the staff. I knew much about Scottish history. This is for local residents. Money is necessary, but value and history are more important. When you close a hall like this, you have eradicated the history for our coming children. Thank you.
We're on the very edge of the Southwest Partnership that Councillor Tom Wilson spoke about. But some of the things that came out of this is this hall stands alone as a community centre. It's not part of another building like a school. Now in my own area in Toll Cross, our community centre is a subsection of the school. And vibrant as it is, it really doesn't work. So to move this, what happens in this hall, into the new secondary school, I personally don't see that working, and I think we would lose a lot of community here. And so, although I've only been to 2 or 3 events here in my life, I walk past the building on a regular basis, and I really do think it's the heart of the community, and I think that goes without everybody that's here, although we are outsiders effectively, and it's really something to be cherished. And on a bigger keynote, I think we should fight this across the city, because if you're successful, and hopefully you will be in saving this hall, who's next? United we stand to fight the hall and pick us off one at a time. So we need to keep fighting.
like
Okay, just
some of the others
two
here.
points here and then.
Just to refer to the CLG meeting, which was addressed by some of the officials of the Southwest neighbourhood. That's not the councillors, but the people who they're paying and the people who are under the impression that yes, it's a done deal. This hall and others in the area have to be closed. When I pressed them about what is the prospect of facilities at the hall and other places moving into a central hub, for instance, Tynecastle School, they said that there probably wouldn't be a central hub in the Gorgie area. And I know that the school has been used as a panacea for a few years. Oh, once the school's built, everything will be all right. I spoke to the headmaster recently, and he's quite perplexed by the whole thing, especially since the council's newspaper Outlook came out the other day. There was not mention of any halls being closed, but there was a mention of what a great community hub Tynecastle School would be. So I don't feel a bit sorry for Mr. Ray, the headmaster, now, because he's got. There's 2 little rooms there, and everybody's saying, well, where are we going to have our basketball club? And, what about the children's groups?
The school just isn't an option because it's taking away community space if you close this hall and that's it, everybody goes into the school. It's just not workable. Well, thank you to myself, thank you to Donald, to Sarah and to Chloe for speaking this evening. Thank you to my colleagues in the management committee and to all those who have helped run this campaign and to keep it going. Thank you to Gordon and the staff who keep this hall going day to day. And thank you to you all for coming along this evening, showing your support, writing down, having something to say, and for your suggestions about how we can do better in making this campaign work. So thank you once again.
So I just want to say one quick thing that's come out of what people have just been saying. I don't use the community centre, but I work with adults with learning disabilities in the area, and we're constantly fighting as well to save our services and to save the facilities we have. And one of our groups is in the Cyclone Community Centre, which is moving to Westburn, and there's no space for them. It's exactly what you said. You move to be part of the school, and there's not space for everybody that uses it. I was thinking about using our imagination. I'm sorry, I don't know the name of the MSP, but you've been referring quite a bit to the campaign that the people with for the support services for people did. It was led by the Learning Disabilities Coalition. It took a long time, it took a lot of imagination, it took a lot of audacity, it took a lot of stunts to shame the council. And what I was thinking is, why not get your bowling alley that you roll up, take it there, take it to the council offices, and have a bowling session right chambers and have a play session right there, because where else are you going to do it when they shut the centre too? You have to be brave, and one thing the Learning Disabilities Coalition did is, like in filming it tonight, they documented every stunt they did. They had candlelit vigils, all sorts of things like that, and they just kept sending pictures from all of this to the press, to everywhere, to keep shaming the councillors that this is the impact of what you're doing. So it's a time to fight back. It's a time to unite, get all the community centres to take all this stuff there and do it. You have to be really bold and brazen